Joe Rogan, a well-known comedian and podcast host, has earned a reputation for his willingness to explore unorthodox ideas and challenge conventional wisdom. He has a special interest in the construction of the ancient Egyptian pyramids and the possibility that their builders had access to advanced technology and engineering techniques that are not yet fully understood. Despite the fact that Rogan's theories are controversial and have been met with skepticism by many mainstream historians and archaeologists, they are also thought-provoking and raise important questions about our understanding of ancient technology and human history. The pyramid's construction is one of the most remarkable engineering feats in human history. The Great Pyramid of Giza is composed of over 2 million stone blocks, each weighing between 2 and 80 tons, and is the largest of the pyramids. These blocks were extracted from the surrounding area and transported to the pyramid's construction site, where they were precisely cut and positioned to form the pyramid's angled, smooth sides. It is estimated that the construction of the pyramids took over 20 years and involved tens of thousands of workers. Historically, historians and archaeologists believed that the pyramids were constructed using only simple tools and manual labor. It has been suggested that the blocks were cut using copper chisels and stone hammers, and that they were moved using ramps and sledges. This theory is supported by archaeological evidence, such as the discovery of copper chisels and stone hammers at pyramid construction sites, as well as depictions of Egyptian artists depicting workers using such tools. Joe Rogan argues, however, that this traditional theory is insufficient and that there may be more to the story of pyramid construction than we currently understand. Rogan notes that the precision with which the pyramids were built is highly unusual and would have been exceedingly difficult to achieve with only primitive tools. The pyramid's blocks are cut with such precision that there are only millimeter-wide gaps between them. This level of accuracy suggests that the builders had access to sophisticated measuring and cutting equipment, which allowed them to achieve such precision. Rogan also notes that some of the blocks used in pyramid construction are so large and heavy that it would have been physically impossible for human laborers to position them using ramps or sleds. For instance, the heaviest stone block in the Great Pyramid weighs more than 80 tons and would have required a team of more than 400 men to move using conventional techniques. Rogan suggests that the builders had access to anti-gravity or levitation technology that allowed them to effortlessly move the blocks. The internal structure of the pyramids is an additional piece of evidence cited by Rogan. Many of the corridors and chambers within the pyramids are too small to accommodate human workers. Rogan hypothesizes that these internal structures were constructed using a form of advanced drilling technology, possibly involving lasers or high-frequency vibrations. This would explain how the architects were able to construct such intricate and precise internal structures without the use of brute force. Although some may dismiss Rogan's theories as pseudoscientific nonsense, it is possible that the pyramid builders had access to advanced technology and engineering techniques that we do not fully comprehend. Indeed, many aspects of ancient technology and engineering remain obscure to us today. The ancient Greeks and Romans, for instance, were able to construct impressive structures such as the Parthenon and the Colosseum, using only simple tools and manual labor. But they were also capable of achieving remarkable feats of engineering, such as the Antikythera mechanism, an ancient analog computer used to track the positions of the planets and stars. The question of how the pyramids were constructed remains one of humanity's greatest mysteries. Despite the fact that the traditional theory of pyramid construction has been widely accepted by historians and archaeologists for decades, it is essential to maintain an open mind and consider alternative theories that challenge our presumptions. Although Joe Rogan's theories regarding the use of advanced technology in pyramid construction may appear implausible, they are based on a careful analysis of the available evidence and raise important questions that merit further investigation. Obviously, it is also essential to approach these concepts with a healthy amount of skepticism and critical thought. As with any scientific or historical theory, we must carefully examine the evidence and assess the plausibility of alternate explanations. We should also avoid jumping to conclusions or making unsupported assertions based on insufficient evidence. A significant amount of evidence has been lost or destroyed over time. which is one of the difficulties of studying ancient technology. We may never know for certain how the pyramids were constructed or what kind of technology was used. However, by asking questions, challenging assumptions, and exploring alternative theories, we can continue to increase our knowledge of human history and the remarkable engineering and inventive feats that our ancestors were capable of. Some may find Joe Rogan's theories regarding the construction of the pyramids to be unorthodox, but he is not alone in questioning conventional explanations. Numerous scientists and researchers have proposed alternative theories regarding the construction of the pyramids, the majority of which support Rogan's theories. Christopher Dunn, an engineer and author who has conducted extensive research on the pyramids, is one scientist who supports Rogan's hypothesis. Dunn argues that the precision and accuracy of the pyramid's construction suggests that the ancient Egyptians did not have access to advanced technology. On the stone blocks, he observes signs of machining and tool marks, indicating that they were cut with advanced tools, such as saws and drills. Dunn believes the pyramid builders must have had access to a power tool, such as a laser or ultrasonic cutting device, in order to achieve such precision. Robert Bauval, an author and researcher who has written extensively on the subject, is another scientist who supports the notion of using advanced technology in pyramid construction. Bauval argues that the pyramids were constructed to align with the stars, and that this required a high level of astronomical knowledge and precision that the ancient Egyptians lacked. In addition, he cites evidence of advanced mathematics and geometry in the design of the pyramids, indicating that their architects possessed a sophisticated understanding of these disciplines. Graham Hancock, a journalist and author, is another prominent figure who supports the concept of using advanced technology to construct pyramids. Hancock contends that the pyramids were constructed by a lost civilization that was more technologically advanced than the ancient Egyptians, and that the Egyptians inherited their knowledge and technology from this lost civilization, indicating the existence of this lost civilization, which he refers to as Atlanteans. He cites evidence from underwater structures and ancient ruins around the world. Although these scientists and researchers may not all agree on the specifics of how the pyramids were constructed, they all agree that the traditional explanations are insufficient or incorrect. They argue that the level of precision and sophistication seen in the construction of the pyramids suggests the use of advanced technology that was not available to the ancient Egyptians, and that this technology must have been developed by an earlier, more advanced civilization. Not all scientists and historians agree with these alternative theories, as should be noted. Many argue that the evidence does not support the idea of advanced technology being used in pyramid construction, and that the traditional explanations are still the most plausible. Nonetheless, it is essential to maintain an open mind and continue to investigate alternative theories and concepts, as this is how scientific and historical knowledge advances and evolves. Although Joe Rogan's theories regarding the construction of the pyramids are controversial, they are supported by other scientists and researchers. Many argue that the precision and sophistication of the pyramid's construction indicate the use of advanced technology unavailable to ancient Egyptians, and that this technology may have been developed by an earlier, more advanced civilization. While the debate over the true origins of the pyramids may continue for decades to come, it is evident that there is still much to learn about this intriguing and mysterious ancient structure. Let us know your thoughts, and if you are of the same persuasion as Joe Rogan or not, in the comments section below.